Excellent. Got it. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking on obsession and being obsessed. So last week I was talking about global domination or world domination, or domination in your, I'm not letting you out, you have to wait now. Dominating in your space. So domination in your space means to get known as the one who does that thing that you do, right? So for me in sales training, I don't have to be the best sales trainer in the world. I have to be known as the sales trainer, right? So people can go to Google and they go, okay, so I need someone to help me out with sales. I can go to Google, or I could just go to the girl who I know is going to help out. And it's about domination, is about being known as that person, right? So in regards to getting the cost of electricity down, right? I could go to Google and find out, go to Google and say, how do I get my electricity down? Or I could just go to Jacqueline and ask her to fix, like, to look into it to see if it can be done, right? So domination is about getting known as the person who does it in your space. So then the next part to this becomes obsession. Once you have decided that you want to get known as the one that does it, then you've got to be obsessed about getting that message out to as many people as possible. So quick question, right? Oh, well, no, here's what obsessed means, right? Domination of one thought and feelings by a persistent image, desire, or idea. Right? Dominates your thoughts so much, so persistently about a single-minded thing. Who is really good at this? Yep. Phil, who's really good at this?
I thought you were talking about me because I'll sit.
Oh, you are. Okay. Yeah, no, just in general. Who is it in their community, like it's a group of people that is so persistent and fixated when they want something?
Children.
Yes. Children, when they want something, nothing will stop them. I'll give you an example. My Noah, right, a few months ago, absolutely wanted to watch Stranger Things. He's 10 years old. The answer is no. And so fixated was he on it that without saying, all right, can I watch it? He'd just get up every day saying, oh my God, this character's amazing. This character's amazing. This person does this. He knew the name of every single actor that was in it, the parts that they played, what they ate for breakfast, songs that they sang. Then he would listen to songs he'd put on Spotify and he'd say, you know what, Mum, could I just suggest a few songs? You won't like it because it's from, yes, I get it, Stranger Things. Eventually, after about, 4 weeks, I've gone, Simon, just watch the thing with him so that he stops talking about it. The second it was watched, he's never spoken about it again. He's just absolutely not interested with it. So they do lose their obsession very fast when they get what they want, but until they get what they want, there is no one on the planet that is more fixated single-mindedly than a child. So it really comes down to this. How do you become fixated on this thing that you want to do, right? Because see, when you're obsessed about what it is that you do, on one hand, it's a little irritating for people at the beginning until they realize that you're not going to stop this. And then it becomes quite fascinating. And when it becomes fascinating, the rest of the world tends to sit up and listen to you, right? So it's about having a one-track mind. First off, you've got to have a think. What do you want to be obsessed about? So let's go forth. Let's ask you, Phil, what is your one-track mind? What do you want your obsession to be on? What do you want to accomplish?
Well,
graphic design is the tool. So what is it that you're looking to accomplish?
Accomplish is being, I guess, more successful in what I do and having, well, a lot more people recognize what I'm capable of. Yeah.
Right. So to get successful, you have to help other people. Let's look at Alison, right? If we looked at Alison, what's your plan, Alison, for all the parents out there?
To help them change their lives.
Right? You want to help as many parents as possible change their lives, right? I think Jacqueline wants to help every person on the planet get lower electricity. I know my obsession is I only want to help 7.6 billion people with sales, right? If you know how to sell or can physically do it, you have the choice to sell or not to sell, right? And so my obsession becomes to help 7.6 billion people. Now, if you have a goal similar to that, right? Let's say, Fred, a number is always good. If you think of how many people do you want to help, that becomes your obsession, right? Not how many can you physically help, but how many would you like to, right? If if time wasn't an issue and money wasn't an issue, how many could you actually help, right? So when you become obsessed by that, then you'll notice that if you have a number in mind, a big, big number in mind, let's take 1 million people. I mean, who has a YouTube channel, right? How many subscribers? Let's have a look at Paul. Paul, you've got a YouTube channel. How many subscribers would you like? Minimum.
10,000.
Oh, no. You've got to speak to children. Speak to more children. How much does that have to be? Kel, have you got a YouTube channel?
Sure do.
Minimum. How many do you want?
1 million.
There you go, 1 million. Any child will tell you that, and they don't understand that.
Yeah, my son tells me that all the fucking time.
Right.
He's
it's
got
only
his own
time,
YouTube
but
channel too.
I know it is tricky, but I mean, but that's it, right? Minimum 1 million. Now, if you were helping 1 million people, you'd be known by more people. You'd have more money than most people. And things like that. But the idea behind it is, if you have a really high number of who you want to help, let's start at 1 million. Why not? Then every idea that you come up with, well, you'll come up with more ideas on how to help them. And then every idea you come up with really only heads towards one goal. Will that help me get known by more than 1 million people? Will that help me achieve my goal of helping more than 1 million people? And then everything you do will point you in that direction. So it won't matter what you put on social media. If it gets you known, if it helps you get known by more people to reach that 1 million, that's what will happen. YouTube channel, your Be Connected premium and platinum, membership subscriptions, and showing up on their database, showing up at other networking events. Nothing becomes wrong, right? The more you want to, the bigger the number. So let's start with 1 million. The bigger the number you want to help. Nothing is wrong that you do, but more ideas will flow. If you're sitting with something low, like, I'd really like to help 50 people this year, then your ideas of how to get known to get those 50 people will be very small. So the secret becomes, become obsessed with getting a huge amount, coming up with a way to help a huge amount, paid and unpaid. And then behind that will be your success, your domination, but more sales will flow from that direction. So if anyone's got any comments or questions, now's your chance, because I think Jason's got this look that says I'm about to chop you off. No? All right. Any comments or ideas from there?
No, I know what you mean now. It's the bigger the goal, the more you'll achieve. Even if you don't achieve that obsessive number,
That's
you'll
right.
still get, the higher the number, the more you will achieve. Yeah.
Yep. There's a young kid over in England. His name is Ethan Gamer, and he has a YouTube channel called Ethan Gamer TV. He's now, I think, 15, but 8 years ago, he started his YouTube channel. He was 7 year old when he started it. And his very first video, he said, "Hi guys, I'm Ethan Gamer from Ethan Gamer TV. This is my YouTube channel. This is my very first video, and I've got 0 subscribers, and my goal is to get to 1 million. So if you like what I show you, press the like button." And he would just teach people how to use Minecraft. Initially, that's where he started, to teach you how to use Minecraft, right? It took him 10 months to get to 1,000 subscribers. It took him 5,000 subscribers. It took him another 3 months to get to 10,000. It took another 3 months to get to 100,000. It took another 10 months to get to 1 million subscribers. So within just short of 2 years, he got to 1 million subscribers. And now at 15 years old, he has, 2.6 million, maybe close to 3 million subscribers, right? I'll ask you a quick question. How much money do you reckon this kid has? Probably more than us, right? I mean, that's all we can say. We don't know for sure, but he's probably got more than us, up to 3 million subscribers. But I asked my boys, what does he sell? Because here's a kid who every day puts up a YouTube channel on how to play a video game. So he does volunteer work every single day and has for 8 years on how to play video games. So I asked my boys, what does he sell? Does anyone want to have a guess as to what he sells?
Selling himself, like his personality.
Yes, he is. However, he sells a physical product. He does sell something, because you can't get money just because you sold yourself. You don't just get money from that.
He's selling advertising most likely through YouTube. And
he's not selling it. He's not selling it. He's offered to be paid, right? I mean, think of Michael Jackson. Many years ago, who remembers the famous Pepsi ad from Michael Jackson, right? The one where it caught on fire and he got, right? Because of all his fan database, right? Pepsi went to him and said, because 50 million people buy your tickets overnight, can we pay you money to be on our ad? He didn't go to them and say, because I got 50 million fans, can I have a job? They went to him. So my question still becomes, sure, people want to throw money at him, like Michael Jordan, when he was so well known at basketball, people threw money at him. But what is Ethan Gamer selling? Because he sells one thing. It's a logo printed on a t-shirt. I had to get that from one of my kids. He sells a logo printed on a t-shirt. That's it, right? So he sells a $35 t-shirt where a logo's printed on it. Lord knows how much he gets paid. Let's say it was $1 or $2, right? For everyone. But when you got, nearly 3 million subscribers, you're probably selling a lot of t-shirts. I'm not even a subscriber. I'm a fan. And I still bought a couple of his t-shirts because I thought he's pretty cool, right? So when you've got many people who know what you are, when you come up with a way to help the most amount of people, even if it's volunteer work, so even through something like YouTube or running classes like this, even if it's for free, when you get a huge fan database, money will end up coming your way because they'll come up with, what is it? How can I give you money? Or what is it that you're selling? Let me look into that, because you're the one that sells it. So therefore, I'm the one who wants to buy it. And in the case of Ethan Gamer, he doesn't sell computer game training. He just sells a t-shirt. They like him so much. I just want to be known as the one that's wearing his t-shirt. And so he sells a t-shirt. So if all else fails, sell a t-shirt if you're that well known. I think Michael Jackson used to do the same at concerts as well. So there you go. That's my hot tip. Become really obsessed by deciding to help the most amount of people that you can. Start with 1 million.